Well, good evening. You won't see anything. It's late, as usual, my mind racing. But I was thinking about something, and I know I've heard this said in some other videos somewhere. Um, you know, just the idea of I just put my two grandfathers to rest. Probably 5 years ago and 7 years ago, and they were in World War II. And one of them was also, he was in World War II and he was in Korea. One of them had brothers who were also in World War II. Um, Four of them? Yeah, four of them. A fifth brother was too young, so five of them total. They're all gone except for the last brother that was too young to be in World War II. Plus, they wouldn't send one son. There became a rule eventually that one son was to be left at home to carry on the family name. It was all about Private Ryan in the movie. There's truth in a lot of that. Now, that was a generation where some of them literally saw concentration camps, helped liberate concentration camps over in Europe. And for those of you in Europe and the survivors who came to America, they're dying too. People who lived through the war in any way, shape, or form are gone or nearly gone. They're not able to communicate. They're nursing homes, assisted living places, a lot of them. Nobody listens to them, even if they have their mind. A lot of them are just forgotten. I'm not saying all of them, but the way we treat our elderly, yeah, a lot of them are or were. So, our ones who saw what war did, what manipulation really was, who lived through wanting to believe the best of people and finding out that they did not have your best in mind. Those who came back who really saw a lot of truth and didn't want to talk about it because they were heroes. Those who lived through a very long life and raised children and saw the civil rights movement, saw, you know, the changes, the absolute changes, everything from the Roaring Twenties to the Depression to the war to the inventions, the airplanes, electricity, plumbing, all of it, every bit of it. And a lot of them got to see the computers. Like my grandfather, he was adamant about learning about it. And he was even doing Skype before me. That generation who saw the mistakes, who could learn and tell you from their history not to repeat it, would see exactly what's going on. The most patriotic men and women would see exactly what's going on, and it would break their hearts. It would break their hearts. But they were also a very strong group who would not tolerate much of anything. For those of us who are fortunate enough to live with them and amongst them and have them as a part of our lives. And I think that the timing of all this is not coincidental at all. It's not coincidental at all. It's somewhat eerie. So that's what's been crossing my mind. And I so badly want to have hope that we're going to be able to pull through this somehow. But I think our faith is in the wrong direction. I think all of you who believe in something greater than all of us, that is a part of us, need to start praying and asking and asking for guidance, asking for mercy, asking for strength, asking for a miracle for our children. That's what scares me the most. I don't know if I have the strength to watch the future for my children just disintegrate. If I could be ensured that I could have my freedom and some sort of semblance of a chance of survival, then there would be a sense of relief. But I don't think I'm going to be allotted my freedom. And that means my children won't be allotted their freedom. And that scares me. And it should scare all of you. Because I'm watching what's going on in these other countries. And we're extremely unstable right now. Extremely unstable. Real or imagined, it doesn't matter. Look at what's going on, whether it's true or it's untrue, the virus is real or it's less than it really is, or it's man-made or it's natural, or just watch at what's happening. The control. We're losing our control, and I talked about control in the last one. And we're losing our control because you never really have control. You have responsibilities. And you have a responsibility to your family to do the right thing and remain good. And pray. I can't tell you what to do or not to do. I can just tell you that you need to pray so that at that moment, when if ever the time comes, and you need to instinctually know which way to move, He'll guide you. You may think it's you, but later on you'll realize it wasn't. I've had those moments. I've had those signals. I've had them to where, and what's so crazy is that I'm extremely visual. And if you could just let me see it once, just let me see it once, just let me see it, I would absolutely know 100%. But that's not how He sends me the messages. He doesn't make it that easy for me. He sends it in other ways. I've always wanted to see, and I've never been allowed to see. I've been allowed to feel. I've been allowed to intuit. I've been allowed to know certain things. I've been allowed to experience certain things for knowledge. But He's never allowed me to see a vision or an apparition or, like an angel or the things my son has seen. And other people have, they've said they've seen. But He's let me know in other ways. And I have other videos that talk about that. But I'm just really at a quagmire. That would be the word for it right now with my emotions and my feelings. I don't know exactly where to go with this except to say, squeeze every moment of joy that you possibly can out of life. Try and get to know the people around you a little bit better in case of an emergency. If you can go past that, try to work together to maybe start thinking of different ideas or consolidating resources to maybe be better prepared. And if not, individually, do what you can do for yourself. But I know I sound so melancholy sometimes, but this is my way of being able to communicate my true feelings, the things that drive me, the things I think about. I'm a mother. I have great responsibilities. And it's a heavy, heavy, heavy thing in today's world. And I take it very seriously. They're good kids. They deserve a chance. But if we have to go back and live more basically, as long as I have my freedom, I'll take that. As long as my children have their freedom, I'll take it. We could learn a lot. Live together, rely on each other, I don't know. But anyway, I'm regressing. But I want all of y'all to have a good week. Back to work tomorrow. And I had a pretty good day, actually. So I'm actually working now with somebody who was a student of mine. It's funny. Anyway, it's a good thing. I mean, I had a good reputation as a teacher. So y'all have a great week. I'll talk to you later. Bye for now.